just waiting a couple of minutes, just getting myself sorted. Just make sure I can see myself on my computer. Let's have a look. Live. There we go. And let's just have a look. That's it. Right. Better mute my computer because I can hear myself. That's it. Hey! Ho, ho, ho! I like that. We're feeling festive tonight. We really are. Just a little. Just a little. Just a little. We're going to have to stand him up like that. Stand him up like that for now. Right, just getting sorted. Oh! See how we go. You're going to try and join in? Bless. Well, looks like it's just me and you tonight, is so far. Just wait another few seconds and then we'll get started. We will. Oh. We may not do Christmas. Just saying. I know what you like. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to get started. Anybody joins late, they can always watch on catch up. That's the beauty of it. So, hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. So, I said I would be back and I would be doing Christmas in July. So here we are. We're doing this little fella. And this is from a stamp set and a punch that are on our clearance rack. And they are very, very good offer, good price. Just let me. So, I know it's with the economy as it is, we're struggling, we're paying bills and everything, we're not being able to buy the things we want to. So we've gone on to have a look at what is on the clearance rack. And with it being Christmas, hi Renee! With it being Christmas in July, we had to use the Penguin Place set. So at the moment, the punch is priced at £4.25 and the stamp set at £4.75. So for under £10, you've got a bargain. And I say that is on the clearance rack, Stampin' Up. Okay. So I was going to go use a different colour, but no, I'm going with the same. I thought it would look nice in Highland Heather as well. So I'm going to do it in Balmy Blue again. And if I get a chance, I might make a Highland Heather one. But yeah, looking forward to doing it. The cat's coming over. She's here. She has to get a look in. You going on your spot? You go on your spot, Till. Just let me have a... Here, Till. Oh no, Monty's coming now because he's heard the spray. This is what happens when you have catnip spray in a house full of cats. Are you going on there, Mont? Don't knock the camera with your tail, please. Thank you. There you go. There you go. Stay there. See, it's going to be one of them evenings. Mont, come on. Oh, Monty Pyths. Behave yourself. Right. So, this... I was inspired by this card. After receiving this wonderful card. This is from my friend Donna, a teamie. And she made this beautiful card. I think I've made one once before, and I think it was at one of your classes, Izzy. Hi, Palm. And so when Donna sent me this, I thought I will have a go. So I've slightly different measurements to the one Donna's made. So come on, Mont, out the way. He's chewing my false plants now. Just let me chuck. Not literally chuck him. Just get him off the desk. He's back. Come on. Right. So yeah, as I say, the measurements are different, and I've used. I haven't actually put a bit to write in, but you can quite easily pop something in there to write on, either on that bit, this bit, whatever. You can do one there and have it folded in the middle as you open it, but I hadn't got that far. So it looks really impressive. Ever so easy, ever so easy. And oh, I didn't realise she wasn't a teamie. Oh, I thought I could have sworn she was just a good friend. Right, come on. Right, the cat is going out of the way now. Come on, please. Come on. That's it. Go in the window. His tail keeps knocking the camera. Right, let's get started. So, as I say, we're going to do it in the same colours. So we have Balmy Blue, Basic White. That is all we need. I'll pop the punch, and I've got all my stamps all mounted, so I can pop that to one side. We need the trimmer, so let's get the trimmer. Come on, Monty. I'm just going to spray catnip up here. There you go. That keeps him occupied in the window. Right. Okay. So we're going to use Balmy Blue. We're going to have our extension out. Just make sure we're in camera set. And so we need a piece 21 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. So that is 21 centimetres, we know that. So we're just going to pop that in and cut at 10.5. That is our main base card, and we just need another piece, which is 10.5 centimetres square. So if we go 10.5 again, 10.5. That's our base card. We've got to score it yet, but that's our base card. We then bring in our basic white. Now we need basic white for these panels. So we've got 1, 2, 3 panels. Okay, so we need, I want 3 squares at 9.5. So if we go 9.5 centimetres, and you'll see why I need 3 in a moment. That's 1. 9.5. That's 2. And actually, I have this piece here. Oh no, it's excuse me. 9.5. There we go. So that is. So we've got 3 squares at 9.5. We've got 2 pieces of Balmy Blue for the base card, 10.5 square and 21 centimetres by 10.5. That's it. That's what we need. We just need a few scraps now for stamping, and I've actually stamped that image. And I've used, instead of just using black ink, I've used Versamark, and I've heat embossed it in black. And I like the way it, because usually with this sort of stamp I would put it in a positioning tool, so you can get a really good black coverage. So I didn't use it, I just did it, stamped it freehand, and I say I've used Versamark, and I like the way it's come out a little bit mottled, but that's good because it looks like snow, so I'm quite happy with that. But we're going to stamp this little fella in a while to sort. Right, cat's had to come in by the side of me, look. So I'm going to take our 3 9.5 squares. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them in the trimmer, and we're going to cut them in half. So we put point to point in the cutting blade tray. Okay, when you do this, one tip I will always say is drop your blade in the middle, like so. Go one way, go the other, and then you don't blunt the ends, the edges. That's one. So we're going to do all 3. So drop the blade in, like so, and then the last one. Right, so we're going to put the cutting blade away, and we're going to bring in our base card. So the 10.5 square, we're going to do exactly the same as we did with the white. So we're going to pop that point into the tray, but instead of cutting, we're going to score. Okay, so once again I'm going to drop the score blade into the center, so we've got a score across there. Right, so now we've got the base card, the big base piece. So on the 21 centimetre side, we're going to score this at 10.5 centimetres. So we're just going to pop that in, score at 10.5. Now this next bit, you can do it whichever way. I'll show you both ways. Just make sure I've got my scoring tool. That's it. So what we need to do here is we've done our centre score, so we now need to do 2 diagonal scores. So we're going to go from the bottom here up to the top right hand corner, and then we're going to go from the bottom again to the top left hand corner. So we can either use our scoreboard trimmer. Just trying to see if I can get that. I'll do the top one, so you should be able to see me. Right, so once again, what we're aiming for is scoring, putting the point in the scoring in the blade channel, and the bottom of the score line that is in half at the bottom. Okay, so we're just going to go pop that in, and we've got our score line. Alternatively, if you don't fancy doing it like that, just let me pop that away. We have a ruler and a scoring tool. Okay, and all we're going to do is exactly the same. We're just going to score from the bottom of the score line up to the top. Okay, so that is all our cutting and scoring for the base card. I'll just put my scoring tool away, sit back down. Right, let's burnish. So we're just going to burnish our score lines. Just make sure they are right. Okay, so this is what we've got. That is starting to form, as you can see, our card. Okay, and then we'll score the 10.5 square in half. Okay, right. What I'm going to do is actually stamp it first before I put it together, but I'm just gonna show you how we're going to put this together. Now, there is several ways you can do it. You can do it on the, you can pop this on the inside. So basically all we're going to do is the center score line is going to the center score line and the point at the top. So if I do that and do that, you can see we have our base card. Okay, you can also pop it on the outside. It is totally up to you. I've done mine on the inside, so I say it's totally and utterly up to you how you want to do it. You'll still get a card at the end of it. Right, let's get stamping. Just trying to, and you will notice I've changed my background at long last. I've still got to do my one that I take photographs with. I'm just using my old one for now, but yeah, you notice it hasn't got the lines going across. Right, so for this, let me just, you can see this is the piece I've popped in. If I turn that over, you can see that we only need it stamping at the bottom. Okay, so if I pop that flat there, so you can imagine that being like that in the card, we're just going to stamp at the bottom here. There's no point in wasting ink and stamping where we're not going to see it. So I've got the little snowflakes. I have Balmy Blue, so we're stamping colour on colour. So we're just inking up and we're just stamping up. I've now got Dinky. Hello, Dinks. You come to say hello? Oh, she's not sure. So all we've done is that colour. I'm just going to, just in case, I don't have to be precise at all. So if I just pop that, again that, I can see we've done enough stamping. So that's on that piece, okay? Next, and I didn't do it, I've only done this side piece. When I was making the card, I didn't think. So what I'm going to do is stamp all of it. I'll just to the edges, sort of round where the penguins are, because obviously we're not going to see the middle. So if you look at it like this, I'm just going to go around the edge. So we've got that little bit of decoration, which brings it, ties it all together. So we've gone down there. We're also going to go down the middle. Okay. And down this side. My squeaky chair. Down the centre. Oops. Down the centre again. I just love this stamp set. I did when it first came out. But now obviously it's on on the clearance, it's retired and it's on the clearance rack. So I thought I would take the time and demonstrate it again. Right, so looking at this piece can be full. So this piece at the end, I'm just going to stamp it full. So for the closure with this card, I've just used some like Velcro dots, some tiny ones. I suppose you could use magnets, whatever, it doesn't matter. Right, so I'm happy. We've stamped our base card. Okay, pop that to one side. We're now going to bring in 3 of the 9.5 triangles. Okay, until he wants to join in. You would do, wouldn't you? Hey. So I'm just positioning them how I like, how I want them to be. Okay, on my card. And all I'm going to do is ink up once again, and we're just stamping all over. So there's no designer series paper, we're making our own basically. You don't have to actually go right down to the bottom because we're putting a white piece over it. There we go, I'll just leave it like that. onto this one. And this card would actually be fun with, if anybody has heard of them, wobblers. Putting your penguins on wobblers. It would look ace. In fact, I nearly did. If I can find one, we might do it. We might pop it on tonight. So we'll just... I find this really therapeutic, just stamping. Tilly has returned. She's got to be next to me, near me, on me. She's my little fur baby, aren't you? Hey? So we just... There we go. Quite happy with that. So that's the stamping on those. We've finished with Balmy Blue. I can pop that to one side. I'm then going to bring in Blueberry Bushel, one of the new colours that has joined our colour families. Just looking for my stamp cleaner. That's that one done. Right, so I'm bringing in now a blending brush, and as you can see on this side, she is a good helper, Renee. It was really juicy, my ink pad, so I was playing about a bit. Let's just see. Yeah, we're just gonna go down the sides. I'm not doing the bottom bit, and then I'm just gonna gently go over the centre. Okay, so that one's that one. Just making sure I've got these in order. So just random, like so, and it just gives it that little bit of depth. Looks like it's a bit of a snowstorm. Gives it a bit of atmospheric look to it. Right, so that is Blueberry Bushel. We need that Blueberry Bushel. We stamped the sentiment in there. So hi Chris. You do make me chuckle. It's alright then, if you've got a note, that's fine. Right, so we've done with those. Those pieces can go up there out the way. Next, we're going to do a little bit of die cutting. So these are what these other pieces are for. Okay, so I'm just looking at how I've had my how I want my scenery. So as you can see, we've die cut a hill. A hill is sliding down it, and this looks like it's on the wonk, but it isn't, because when you get your card together it's straight. So and we've got this one, so we're going to cut these next. So little mini cut and emboss machine. We are using another die set that I won't do without, and that is the basic border dies. So here they are. And they're lovely. I use that cloud, so if you've watched me before, you've seen me use the clouds and used them for blending. There's these lovely zigzag with stitching and little dots. This lovely scalloped one here, like for like the back of an envelope. We've got this one which we're going to be using, this curve, and then we've got the V shape. So we're going to be using the curve. So I'll just get that out, pop that to one side. I'll get my plates. So we've got plate 1, 2 plate 2s, which are the clear ones, and always with a mini machine, I've always found stagger your plates. So the first one out in front a little bit, the second one back in, and the third one sort of where your first one is, and it just gives it that help just to go through. I just find, because I know some people do tend to struggle a little bit. Right, so our first one, which is this orientation, so we want to cut like that. So at this point, so it will fit in, I'm just going to cut that corner off. You can stamp your trees or your present on your scraps, so don't throw them. I have a little tub here with all my little cut-offs. So as you can see, it goes nicely in the mini. Put that top plate on. Oh, sorry Tilly, I'm just going to pull it back because I'm hitting Tilly's whiskers. So there we go. So that is our first. Get that off. So that is our first piece, which will go like this. There you go. So that is our first bit of snow. Okay, so that panel goes there. Bring it back in. I don't know why I took it back. There's no hope for me. No hope whatsoever. I'm just getting my bearings. It's this one next. Okay, so this one. We have plates again. So this one is going this orientation. We want the hill on this one for our sledging. So we're just going to go like that. No, I'm doing it on the wrong one. Oh Lorna, it does help, doesn't it? We're going to go like that. So that piece, I might do it a little bit more. That's better, like so. So once again, we're cutting off that scrap. We're popping it in our machine, putting our plates on. It's moved a little bit, but it doesn't matter. I'm not bothered. So we're going to whiz that through. I can't get it off. That's it. I'm going to whiz that through. And there you go. That is our next panel. And then just one more. And you can do however you want with this one. So let's have a look. Orientation is this way. Okay, so we can do however we want. Where's my... What have I done with my third piece? Do you know? I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. It was on here. 2 pieces. Oh dear, I might have to cut. Well, I never. I've lost me white. There was definitely 3. What's the 3? Sorry folks, just going to have to quickly cut another piece. Tilly, out the way please. We don't want Tilly in the way. Come on. Thank you. Good girl. See, she does as she's told. I definitely cut 3, but hey. Let's cut another one. I'm probably going to be making some more of these because I like these cards. Oh, what was I doing? It's 9.5, Lorna, not 10.5. 9.5. I'll find it somewhere. Floating about. No doubt. Cut that in half. Right, let's try again, folks. Oh, I've just seen it. Oh, silly me. I shouldn't have a white desk, should I? Well, I know it looks grey, but it's white where I've put it. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Tilly's run off with it. Yeah, knowing her, she would. I think it'd be sooner Monty that would run off with it rather than Till. Right, so the orientation of this one is, we'll do it that way, this way. Okay, so let's just go with the flow, like so. Cut the top bit off, scrap for later. Whoops. Pop that on, plate on, and we'll just wind that through. So you'll be pleased. Oh. Shot out. You'll be pleased to know that I've actually pre-done my trees, because as you can see, we have 7 trees, and there's no dye. I fussy cut them. So I prepared them before I came on to save you watching me stamping trees and die cutting them. Okay, that's away. Right, so that one is going like so. So we've got our 3, got blooming kitty glitter on here already. Doesn't take much for our house to have kitty glitter. Right, that's the 3 panels. Okay, so I've just glued these down, but what I'm going to do is the 2 with the penguins on, Be Cool, Be Chill, Be Merry. I've done it on both of them. Just going to stamp that at the bottom. So I'll bring my Be Cool, Be Chill, Be Merry. And we're stamping this in Blueberry Bushel. So I'm going to do this one. I've got a right audience tonight. I've got Dinky sat behind me on a stool. I've got Tilly sat to the right of me on my desk. And Monty's chilling out in the window. Right. It's hard life being a kiddie. I'm just going to stand up. Can you see me? I'm going to try. Can't promise. Get it as straight as possible. Here's Till. Come on. What are you doing? Yes. Wow. So that's one. Do this one. Try my best to get it. Be cool. Be chill. Be merry. I love that. And I'm going to leave the sentiment. We'll stamp the sentiment when it's in place, when the card's in place for the Merry Christmas. Purely because it's on the wonk. And because it's on the wonk, I'll end up doing it straight. So I'm better off with it in situ. Right, so that's that clean. Right, let's stick our snow on. Let's do that first, and then we can go on and do our stamping. So just going to glue down. Here she comes again. Go on, Wolf. Tilly, Tilly. You're a pest, cat. So we're just making sure we've got that level. That's that one. That one done. Pop this one on. Like so. That's the second one, and then this last one. Just so we've got those. Time. Oh, I'm getting my hair in the way by the look of it. Making sure. There we go. Done. Okay. So we've got those like so. Just leave those up there. Right. Let's do some stamping. So I have, may as well use some of these little scraps. So the colours I've used for the presents, let me find my little present, and I need my cleaning. So I want that one, and that one. Right, so what we need: 3 presents, real red. I'm just going to stamp that one. I know I should have my mat underneath really, but hey, I was born to break rules. Shaded spruce, that is what I've got stamped the trees in. It's a colour that I hardly use, so out my comfort zone with it, so we're having to use it. Oh, easy, you just can't do festive in July. Well, hey ho. We're not all crazy like me. Of course, I love Christmas. Okay. That's the presents done. We now need, let me get, may as well use my little cut-offs. We need a hat. This time I'm going to do the hat in red. I did the last one in blue, I'm going to do it in red. So we make the most of our scraps. There we go, one red hat. We need, well, I'll use it on there. We also need, if you can see on here, we've got a beak here. So we need a beak. Very, very tiny stamp. You've got to be so careful. And it's that one. So just going to ink it up in pumpkin pie. There we go. And last but not least, ooh, I'm just going to stamp. This is the, I'm going to say pumpkin, the penguin that I pre-embossed. So we just, all we need to do with this is pop his beak on. And it's a different beak to the other one. So that's done that. He's ready for punching, not literally. Well, yeah, I suppose it is literally. Right. Let's stamp this little fella. Where's one use that piece? Okay, so this is laying down on his belly, enjoying life, just sliding down a hillside. That'd be me. It will. Hi, Shaz. Right, okie dokes. So Versamark ink. Those of you who know me know that I love heat embossing. Embossing buddy. I'm just going to ink that up again because it's right under the light. We're going to stamp down, lift off, and here comes the fun. Black. And just got a couple of pieces just there. We will move. There we go. Just pop that back in my pop the lid on before it goes everywhere. Get my heat tool out. Get my tweezers. Put my heat tool on a minute just to let it warm up. And don't we just love to watch look at that go. Look at that gloss, that sheen. There you go, you can see the sheen, look. Just leave that to just cool down. So, meanwhile, I've got my punch. This builder punch, you can punch it. So we could do a black base, a white chest, and he's got some little feet. Punch them in pumpkin pie, whatever, so you can build it like that. Or, and I've done it, stamped it in the wrong way, so, or you can punch your stamped penguin. God, my hands aren't steady at all tonight. Okay, there we go. So we know, you all know what we're going to have to do with the other one, don't you? We're we're gonna have to fussy cut it. I'm just gonna do it like that first. Get rid of them into my tub. And here we go. Fussy cut. So we're just leaving a little white edge all the way around. And I'm moving my card, not my scissors. Let's cut it out. And I had a really exciting moment this weekend. I know it might not sound exciting to you, but it was to me. I bought myself some snips. Whoa. From the Stampin' Up catalogue. Ages ago, over a year ago. And all of a sudden, I lost them. Couldn't find them anywhere. Well, I've been doing a little bit of felting, and I have one of the Kallax units, one of the drawers that go in it. It's all full of plastic boxes with felting stuff in. I happened to open one of the boxes, and there was my other snips. Yay! So I found them. They've been on a long holiday, because it's over a year. In fact, it could possibly be 2 years. So at least I found them. So we're fussy cutting. Our beak. Our hat. This would make a great kiddies Christmas card. It really would. That's it. So all we've got to do now, if I can pick it up, is I'm just doing a tiny white border around the presents. There we go. And this is the last bit. And then we can start putting it together. Right. Let's get popping it together. Don't need that anymore. So we're going to need glue dots. We're going to need large and small. I've got them here somewhere. Dimensionals. Okay. So first, I'm going to put the beak if I can pick it up. What I am going to do is, because I left a border around it, the part where it actually fits to his face, I'm going to cut that right up to the orange. I'm going to stick my glue dot on. Come on, don't stick to my nail. He will stay on there. Just a little fiddly. So we can pop that on there. Like so, wherever we want it to be. Okay, so that's that bit done. Right. So, this one we're going to leave. We're going to do this little fella floating on his belly. Just let me see if I have any wobblers left. I have. Right. Just let me get me picture. This is the only thing I find fiddly with them, is the backings. As you can see, they are split, so we can, there we go. Well, just going to place that on the back of him. I maybe should have done it the other way around, but hey, doesn't matter. And then we're going to stick that on there. But before we do that, here's some trees I prepared earlier. So on this we just want a couple of trees. So you can put one with glue dots, you can put one with what you want. I'll put one with glue dots. Just put a couple on. Couple of glue dots. Right, let's just move him out of the way. Let's have a look. So we've got to think. If you look at that. We want him, he's going downhill, we know that. So he's going to be something like that. So, just going to go with the flow and just putting these on. So, I'm going to take the bottom bit off. So he's going to be like that. He's going downhill. So just stick him on like that. Look. How cute is that? That's one panel done. Spin it round. We're going to do this one, and this is that way. So trees again. We've got 2 trees on this one. Just pop in those. And so like that. So we're going to be somewhere like that. And like that. Okay. Then we've got, I'm not going to put him on a wobbler. We've got one wobbler. Put that back in there. I'm going to pop him on dimensionals. So I think we can get a couple of dimensionals, big ones on him. One down there, one up here. Take the backing off. Let's get him placed so it's going sort of like that. So we can have him somewhere there. His little hat, we're going to put a mini dimensional. We're just going to pop his hat. We'll pop his hat on the wonk that way, I think. Come on. There we go. And it's different to the other one. That's that one. Right. let's pop these all together. So we're going to place, as I said, this centre score. Make sure we've got our stamping at the bottom. Make sure this is the top. I'm going to pop that in there like that. Now what I am going to do, just very lightly with my kitty pencil, and we're just marking there. We don't want glue past that point. So let me get my glue. So all we're going to do, and then so we're going to face this down, and we want to be in the centre. I'm just going to do one side at a time, making sure as you can see, I've got some glue there. Get my glue rubber out. Okay, so as you can see, it is all, looks really weird, doesn't it, like that? Right, so that panel will go there, that panel will go there, and this panel goes here. So let's glue these down. Oops, a bit close to the edge there. Hey, never mind. It'll glue all the same. I apologise if I'm missing any comments. I will go back to them after I've finished. And this actually goes into a standard envelope, which is great. Pop that. Like so. And then this little fella. So you can cut one of these panels just the same size, so diagonally across a 9.5 centimetre square, and you can pop it in the centre to put your greeting, whatever you want to write in there. So just pop that down. Right, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to fold that like so. So we know if I'm just, where's my ruler? So if I put my ruler at the bottom like that, we know that is the orientation. So when we pop these on, we know we want them sitting in that way. So I'm just going to, once again, good old glue dots, just put a couple on. I'll get through no end of these. I love my glue dots. Right, so and pop that one there, pop this one, And so for those of you who haven't seen the post, tomorrow, the 19th of July, there is, just for one day only, and I think it's while tomorrow night at 11 for online orders. You can, it's at the annual catalogue stamp sets. It's 15% off. So anybody that's interested, I'm just going to put a dimensional on that one. So just hop on over to my page, lornacarter.stampinup.net, and you can get 15% off tomorrow. I've just placed an order. Typical. I've just placed an order, so I can't wait for it to come. More Christmas stuff. More Christmas stuff. Starts tonight at 11. Yeah, I know it's a little bit of a strange one, really. 11 tonight, well, 10:59 tomorrow. I'm just gonna put that, I've done that upside down, but hey, does it matter? Nope, it doesn't. And I'm gonna, will that go on there? I think a big one will go. Yes. And I've also got a class next week, in-person class. So anybody interested, just drop me a line. Dinky's coming to play. Come on, Dinks, get out of the way, please. Right, so the Merry Christmas actually comes from, let's go on there, Dinks. We don't want to see your butt, thank you. Comes from Cottage Wreaths. It's just a tiny, it's lovely, I love this stamp set. Tiny little Merry Christmas, and I thought it would go well. So once again, blueberry bushel. If you want to put gems on or anything like that. So bearing in mind, I'm going with the orientation. It looks all to mess at the moment, but honestly it isn't. Yes, Stinky, you're on telly. You're on the computer. She's just watching herself, she was. She's a very pretty lady, aren't you? A very pretty puss cat. So I've just stamped that. So the last thing I want to do is to get so all I'm doing is matching my dots up. Okay, so we're going to fold our card as it should be. Okay, like so. You need 3 hands for this. Peel off your Velcro dots. Pop that on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get it, put it together, press it down. And there is our card. So we've got boing, 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 little things. It's just little things. Love that. So you could get your Wink of Stella pen. Mine is, let's have a look. I've had to put some additional alcohol in there to try and revive it. Let's just have a look. Just to give it a bit of shimmer. I don't know. No, I don't think you can see it. Or maybe you can. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just give it, I don't want to get a great big blob. We could put some gems on there, whatever. So there we have it. 2 pyramid cards, and they're so simple to put together, you won't believe. So there you go. My inspiration was from that wonderful card that Donna sent me. So we've done this one flat and this one with a wobbler. They're all the same, just with different hat, different weight. And then we've got the presents. So it's just a cute card. And then, as I said, I don't have a spare because I've cut it up now, but you could put half a piece, a card either side to write, you know, to write on, or in this corner. However, to put your sentiment on. And it folds. I'll just show you. It folds and goes into so we just fold it in half. This will be a little bit different because it's got the wobbler on. There we go. Fits in an envelope. So I wouldn't put a wobbler on to post, but the flat ones are absolutely fine. But yeah, all good. And what a fun time I've had making that. I love Christmas, absolutely love it. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. It's been a bit of crafty time out the way. Next week, I did say I'm going to do Christmas in July. Depends on when my other order comes. So then we might have some new product to play with. So, yeah. So we shall love you and leave you. Thank you very much. If you're interested, as I said, don't forget that sale is on. 15% off the annual catalogue stamp sets. From 11 tonight while 10:59 tomorrow. That is online hours. Obviously if you're ordering on the phone or whatever, it's different. So yeah. And also anybody interested, like I say, I've got my class at the Cozy Cake shop next Thursday, which is the 27th. That's my next in-person class. So, okie dokie. I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciate it. I'll pop my video up on YouTube on Thursday evening at 8 PM. So, thank you very much for all watching. If you're watching on catch up, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.